1993, Commodore International released the Amiga CD32 home video game console. This one is missing its back plate, so let's open it up, fix what we need to, and review some modern mods for Commodore's first 32-bit CD-ROM based console. On the front of the console, we have a reset button, power and CD-ROM light indicators, a volume slider, and a 3.5mm stereo headphone jack. On the side, we have two DE9 controller ports and an RS-232 6-pin mini-DIN serial port. And on the rear, we have a 182-pin expansion socket, a power switch, a 4-pin DIN power input, an RCA RF audio video out, a 4-pin mini-DIN S video out, an RCA composite video out, and two RCA stereo sound outputs. And on the base, a label confirming it was manufactured in 1993, and a giant Class 1 laser sticker. So, let's clean it up. Download a replacement rear panel for printing out, preparation, paint, and installation ready for testing. It's not working, so let's open it up and fix what we need to. Removing the top of the CD32 proved difficult due to this really short CD-ROM connecting ribbon. Taking our time to remove this safely, including this plastic clip, proved fruitful. Having gained access to the inside of the CD32, we can see there has been some previous work. However, let's unclip the connection to the front panel daughterboard to gain access to the CD-ROM. Having removed the CD-ROM mechanism and tested the various cogs, we quickly identified the problem and the damage to the splines due to age. After a quick call to Analogic, this confirmed they house lots of new and old stock Amiga items, including an Amiga CD32 optical drive. After cleaning up and lubricating my CD-ROM drive and receiving a replacement new old stock cog, let's install this to the CD-ROM to see if it works. But before we do, let's have a look at the Amiga CD32's motherboard by removing these tabs and 3 retaining screws. Commonly known as Lisa, this display controller handles the digital rendering of graphics, which is then processed by this video digital to analog converter, which creates an analog signal for RGB and composite video. Paula manages the 4-channel audio and input-output functions, whereas this audio digital to analog converter converts digital audio signals from Paula for the stereo, RCA and headphone jack outputs. Alice is used to manage graphical CD-ROM and auxiliary port data. In addition, it manages chip memory control with this internal 2 MB of RAM. It also manages this 1K electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, which is used to store persistent data such as high scores and settings. Unique to the CD32, Akiko was specifically designed to enhance multimedia and 3D graphic capabilities. The central processing unit is a 32-bit microprocessor running at 14 MHz. And finally, the earlier version 3.1 40-spot 56 Kickstart ROM. All of this was delivered under the project name Spellbound, which is a Susie and the Banshees song as a reference to entrancing game players due to its 32-bit performance. This board has been recapped, which is evident on the rear of the motherboard. So let's clean up the expansion port, all of the external interfaces, and the internal CD-ROM interface connector. It's time to test the CD-ROM cogfix. So let's add a music CD to see if it's worked. And as the CD32 is compatible with the CDTV, let's give these a try. Starting with this Welcome to CDTV multimedia disc.
Welcome to the CD-TV experience. Each section of the welcome disc is represented by these small symbols.
Although we had sound, we didn't have any video. Let's try our luck with Lemmings. Featured with Lemmings was an unreleased 3D space combat game called Planetside. Unfortunately, this never made it past early development, and subsequently, only this demo survives. And now they're all working. Let's retry Rallies of the Robots.
Sometime in the last century, an experimenter in time and space created a bizarre machine, the Chaos Engine. Although primitive, the machine became incredibly powerful and turned against its creator. Its power to corrupt time and matter was out of control. A cloud of chaos descended over the land. Humans and animals were turned into ravenous beasts. Someone must destroy the Chaos Engine before it is too late. 6 soldiers of fortune are available for hire. The gentleman, the thug, the preacher, the brigand, the mercenary, the navvy. Layers activated. Special power! Special power! Exit open. Level complete.
Have a nice day.
As we've only got 3 CD32 games, what we need is an upgrade that provides 8 megabytes of fast RAM, an integrated drive electronics interface, and an expansion slot riser card to connect directly to the CD32. In addition, we'll need this IDE interface to connect to your medium of choice, which in this case is a compact flash. But first we need an Amiga emulator, an Amiga Kickstart ROM, in this case version 3.1, an appropriate Amiga operating system. I've chosen the full classic Workbench. And finally, a selection of software ROMs.
we wait for power-ups. Select credit. Lesmer, power up. Select now for speed up. Approaching asteroid belt. Collect credits for bonus weapons. Select now for nice. Power up.
And for completion, adding a keyboard via the expansion slot. Short of the CD-ROM equals the capability of the awesome Amiga A1200 HD, which in this case also has a solid-state hard drive with the same full classic Workbench we installed on the CD32. So, let's jump back to 1986 and showcase the first Amiga demo I ever saw, called Juggler, which for its time was truly amazing. Enjoy.